What's going on, CALIVEGANs, and welcome into another episode of the CALIVEGAN podcast, the only calisthenic podcast that helps vegan men build muscle and become better role models for veganism. So here we talk about calisthenics, building muscle, how to lose fat, plant-based nutrition, veganism, and just chit chat about life, because the nice thing about this podcast is that it always happens live on my Instagram and you lead the podcast guide. This is a conversation between me and you. So make sure that you ask questions, because without your questions, this podcast doesn't exist. So please, as you're joining in, drop some questions. Even if you're leaving, even if you're going to leave in the next 2 seconds, drop a question before you leave, or otherwise it's going to be your fault that we didn't create content today. Do you want the responsibility of being the one that allowed the CALIVEGAN podcast to fail today? All right, so I'm going to start with my first set. All right, I'm going to go for my first set. As I'm doing my first set, today is pull day. I'm going to start with one arm assisted pull-up, which we are reducing the assistance today. So I was using this one, right? Did 3 sets of 5 repetitions last week. Okay, so I decided to give a go to less assistance this week. But again, as I go for my first set and perhaps fail, because I haven't tried them yet with less assistance, make sure that you drop some questions and let's get this party started, okay? Drop some questions. I actually really kind of have the feeling that this is going to be a little too hard. All right, let's do it. Oh, this is not a lot of us for one. Okay, let's do it. Oh yes, baby. Got the minimum of 3, let's do it. Am I going to take a decade because I can do a one arm pull out, but we're getting there. Yes, boy. Right. It felt good, meaning that I had a couple of reps in the tank, so that's a very good sign. Right, guys, drop the questions. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave, and everyone is going to be sad. I'm going to cry while I work out. You are going to feel guilty because you didn't drop any questions. I did wanted to say something. All right, yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, like, leave comment, ask question. Maybe you want something to expand on some specific topic, and I can do in the next one. If you want to come live, come to my Instagram, Stefano Vegan Calisthenics, and I think somewhere inside of my profile, there should be somewhere where you can actually, click and say, notify me when Stefano Vegan Calisthenics goes live. Yeah, there should be. So we always talk about my life first before we get into the question, but drop the questions, because after I talk about my life, it's on you if this podcast continues or not. And if there is no questions, we are going to stop. So make sure that you stretch your thumb, okay, and write the question. So something new that's happening is my girlfriend took my car today. and yeah, like she was learning how to drive, and this is the first time she gets the car by herself. Personally, I was chilled, like she's not like a super driver and a natural driver, but I knew she did fine. She might make some mistakes, but I told her, just chill, you're going to do it. She was a little bit worried. So I said, chill, no worry, just do things slow, don't rush it. If you make a mistake, it's fine, just start again, you know. And she did fine. She arrived to the workplace, and so that's good news. We actually had a few fights as she was learning how to drive, because I was just getting kind of scared. I was overreacting to her mistakes, and I mean, for me, it was just a natural way of doing it. It was not because I was over anxious about her. It was just my natural reaction. Well, probably I was over anxious about her because she's learning that, right? But we had a couple of fights, and she didn't want to do it with me anymore. So I said, okay, I want her to learn how to drive, so I'm going to do my best, just chill, and if anything happens, it's fine. And yeah, so she learned how to drive, and today she drove by herself first time. The only problem is she doesn't really know yet how to park, which is very important when you need to go to a place. I think that's enough with my personal stuff. I'm going to go to the questions after the next set. I don't know if I should try and go for 4 repetitions. Or just keep it 3 reps and just do extra sets. Let's see how it feels. Oh, definitely 3 reps. It's fine. Let's build that. Woohoo! I'm very proud of guys being able to do these exercise with a lighter assistance. So I actually have a question in the question box, so I should give that priority, I guess. Alright, so can I? No. So first question on the box is, how old were you when you became vegan? So I always say I've been vegan 5 years, but I've actually been vegan for the animals. I think 3 years. I'm not good with dates, guys, but I think 3 years. You know, it's a very long time that I say 5 years. So I guess we are entering the 6th year. So it's 3 years that I'm vegan for the animals, and I've been plant-based for another 3 years, maybe 4 years. I don't remember. I think 3 years. So I was 24 when I made the connection with the environmental impact of animal agriculture, and in general with how humans are destroying the planet, by watching Cowspiracy. And that motivated me to basically have 100% plant-based diet, apart from 1 day per year. And then I went vegan during COVID. I think it was the first year of COVID. Yeah, that's definitely the first year of COVID. And I researched more about veganism. I realized that activists were not talking about the environment, but were talking about the animals. Especially I was listening to Joy Carbstrong. And as I was listening to Joy Carbstrong conversation with non-vegans and overcoming all the dumb excuses, you know, I realized that animals and individuals, and they're just people like us, and they're just going about life just like we do. They might be different, but the experience that they are having inside of slaughterhouses and other horrible practices in the animal agriculture industry, it's similar to us. So it's violent to put animals in those situations, as well as unjust. And this is when I went vegan during COVID. This is when I went vegan for the animals, so I guess I was 27. Next question. Have you seen Christspiracy? No. Where can you watch Christspiracy? I remember I was searching for it a few months ago and I couldn't find it anywhere. I guess it was in cinemas only. So let me know. Do you know? What were those things that changed you? I think I already answered that. Okay, so I see that this is always the same person that's actually asking the questions there. So let's talk about creatine in a second. Nina is coming. Nina? No, she's to bed. All right. Oh, wow. I think this is going to be the last set, because that felt very, very close to failure, and I don't think I can do a fourth set. I do want to give it a go though. See if I can do a fourth set. I think I can do it. Yeah, even maybe I need to take a break between the second and third rep. But I'm going to go for a fourth set. So, is creatine important to build up strong muscles? No creatine, no protein powder, no high protein either. You know, guys, I eat 80 grams of protein per day. So now the effectiveness of creatine is arguably there. Okay, I've tried creatine at periods of time, and you know, when I was taking it, I did felt some change, higher energy levels, and maybe I looked a little bit bulkier, but I don't know. It might be, I realized after stop taking it that was maybe only a placebo effect, because I'm still making progress without any problem. My energy levels are fine. So maybe creatine is not as effective as people say it to be. I don't know. So I think in general, the approach to nutrition should be prioritize whole food, eliminate processed stuff as much as possible. Oh yeah, but creatine and protein shakes are safe, have been studied. They've been done on a lab. It's processed stuff. Now you want to take it, you're probably going to be fine. Okay, protein shake, you're probably going to be fine. But my suggestion is move away from chemicals, processed stuff as much as possible. Okay, again, you don't have to be the guru of health and clean living. You know, that's up to you. That's your decision. Again, you're probably going to be fine with some protein shake with creatine, but it's definitely not necessary. And I think it's a better choice to just have eating habits that are focused on mainly whole food, you know? These guys. A lot of fruit. That's what I eat. Okay, so I'm going to focus on the question box, guys, because I guess like that needs to be number one focus. So if you have asked some questions in the chat, put them in the question box. I'm vegan since 5 years and I would like to get in shape, but I have a very busy schedule. Advices. Yes, it would be cool if, as I'm doing my set, you tell me how much time do you think you can dedicate to training, you know? That would be a good place to start this advice. Okay, so we're going to try and do the 3 in a row. Let's see what happens. Oof. Oh yes, we did it. We did it. I can definitely feel my right arm being stronger than my left arm, but you know, a lot of people are worried about imbalances between left and right, but I don't think like doing specific exercises to correct the imbalances is the way to go. What I do every single time, because I know my left is usually weaker than my right and my legs is the same. I think it's coming from my sport background, because I've done a lot of sport even though they were not strength related, but I have done a lot of sports that involved prioritizing the right side. I've done tennis, I've done badminton, I have done snowboarding and skateboarding, a lot of skateboarding. And so I think these also have developed my imbalances. But I don't do specific exercises apart from my training to balance things out. What I've done is just whenever I do a unilateral exercise, I start with my weaker arm and I just match the volume with my right arm. Even though I feel stronger with my right arm or my right leg, I'm not trying to do more. I just match the same amount of reps and sets. And I must say that it took a lot of time, I think, for the most part. But actually, in the last year, I started to feel my left arm sometimes being stronger than my right arm. So I think things are balancing out. And the other thing that you can do to make sure that you don't develop imbalances is actually, even when you do the 2 arm exercises, 2 limb exercises, making sure perhaps to make a video of you and see, because often you might, if you have a weaker limb, your body will move more to the stronger side, perhaps. Anyway, the stronger side is working more. And you can make the adjustment in the position or just also in the feeling as well. You can do it in trying to work both sides the same way. And I think these 2 things are the most important part to improve imbalances and avoid imbalances, rather than doing some specific exercises that those might are needed, but I think in general they're not. Okay, so we're doing last set with more assistance. Last week I did 10 repetitions with this. And yeah, sorry, after this I'm going to go into the advices for busy people. Which, by the way, I'm a busy person too, so. Even though a lot of haters think that people on social media, they somewhat have more time, but I can assure you, since I've been around a lot of these people, they work on social media, they work more hours than normal people most of the time. Nothing good or bad about it, it's just how things are. Ah! Oof. So yeah, last week I did 10, this week we're doing 11. Nice, I should be able to match it, no problem with my right. Oh, fuck. Alright, so first thing for busy people is, make sure you actually know what's the space and time frame that you can give to training, because this way you know how to optimize and what you can fit inside. All right, so maybe you have 30 minutes. I do not work with people that only have 30 minutes, by the way, because I think that's enough for a workout that just wants to keep you in shape, somewhat fit, somewhat healthy, but it's not enough time for a workout that is meant to build serious muscles and strength over time. Okay, so keep this in mind, that for me 30 minutes is not enough. Okay, because if you're training for strength, you need to do your warm-up, you need to do your flexibility work. Those are mandatory and they take already 10 to 15 minutes, so you cannot do like 15 minutes of strength training. I don't think that's going to get you very good results. Again, so know how much time you have, and you need to build your workout around that. Now, flexibility work, again, very important. How can you reduce the time? So the mistake that people do when it comes to mobility and flexibility is they do a lot of exercises and they spend very few seconds for each exercise. Okay, that's not really effective to become more flexible and reduce the risk of injuries and reduce the pain in your joints, in your lower back, your neck. Okay, you want to spend 2 minutes. 2 minutes is ideal for each position, and you're not just there passive. You do little adjustments. Okay, you reposition. You try and go deeper. Okay, it's not just this is not stretching. Okay, I'm going to straighten my back. I'm going to go down. I'm going to do some pulses. I then go try and touch the floor. Okay, so you don't stay passive in these 2 minutes of stretching. So to optimize your time in your mobility work, what you have to do is choose 3 exercises, for example, and do it for 2 minutes. And then over the week, choose different exercises so you can work on different areas of your body. The warm-up, the famous 5 minutes of running or walking that personal trainer make you do, that's completely unnecessary. in 2 minutes you are warm. Okay, so you can do 2 minutes jumping jacks, you are warm, and then you can do some joint preparation, but I think for beginner is not as important, so you can skip that if you don't have a lot of time. What you do definitely need to do is an easy exercise related to the workout that you're going to be doing. Okay, so if you're going to do pull-ups, you want to do Australian pull-up, for example, then you can do a higher reps, so you warm up the muscle joints for the higher intensity that you're going to do during the workout. Okay, so we got mobility warm-up done. I'll do my set. 6. Oh, this is going to be hard today, I'm sure. Oh, felt pretty good. The workout itself, so you need at least 3 exercises, okay? You want to have at least 10 sets, especially if you hit the muscle twice during the week. 10 sets is enough. So you want to do 10 sets for one workout, okay? To have a well-rounded workout, hitting the muscle in different movement pattern. You want to do like 3 exercises. 3 or 4 exercises are good. And but let's say 3 exercises because you said you don't have time. For example, this is what I do today in my workout. So I have 1 arm pull-up, ice cream maker, and pull-ups. So that's 3 exercises on my pull workout. Okay, and I do 3 to 5 sets for everything, basically. Okay, so the time in which I work out does changes depending on how I'm making progress, because obviously if you do an extra set, that's another 2, 3, or 4 minutes rest. So this is what actually adds up the time to your workout, is the resting time, not actually the work itself. So yeah, 3 exercises. Now if you work at higher intensity like me, so you do lower reps, you're going to end up doing longer resting time and doing more sets. So if you want to shorten your workout time, it's probably best for you to choose easier exercises, so you can do at higher volume, okay, higher repetitions, and this is going to allow you to create enough volume within your workout without working on long rest times and higher set counts. Okay, this is I think what I'm saying makes sense to you, but at the same time it might sound a bit complicated, and that's because organizing an effective workout plan is not that straightforward, But the other thing that I suggest is working out at home. I don't care how close is the gym to your house. I don't care. It might be freaking downstairs. Working out at home saves you time. You still need to go downstairs. Here you don't have to go downstairs. It's here, so work out at home. Don't feel the need that you need a gym and more equipment. You can do effective workouts at home. Perhaps if your gym is at work, no, I still think you are saving more time at home, So 5-0. I'm going to try and give 6 repetitions, I go again. Fuck me. We did 6. How good. So as I said, organizing an effective workout, it takes knowledge and it takes trial and error. So if you're a vegan man who wants to build muscle and you want to skip this phase of trial and error, I already helped 300 vegan men lose fat, build muscle, training mainly from home or fully at home with my CALIVEGAN program. You get personalized workout plan, personalized plant-based nutrition plan that focuses on whole plant food, no fake meat, no protein shake, no supplements, and mainly we're going to eat a lot of these fruits. You also get access to me through chat, so you can send me your videos. I can give you feedback on the technique. And there is a group chat with other vegans on this journey. So if you are a vegan man and want to become a better role model for veganism by building some muscles, just drop me a DM saying CALIVEGAN and we'll have a conversation about your fitness goals and see if my CALIVEGAN program is good for you. All right, back to the questions. Do you think incorporating Pilates is beneficial? I think since you're a woman, sorry, I'm not, this for some people is going to sound sexist, but I think Pilates for the kind of attractive, let's call it stereotype. I'm okay to say that it's stereotype, but for the stereotype of attractive female body, like Pilates, being consistent with Pilates, of course, like you want to do Pilates like 5 days per week to stimulate the muscle and actually build some strength, actually going to build some muscle and tuning you up. But Pilates for women, I think, is one of the best things that you can do to have that great physique. For the most part, I don't think women need to necessarily lift weight and work on strength like men do. If you're a woman that wants to do that, absolutely fine as well. No one stops you. I think Pilates for women it's a great kind of exercise. When it comes to incorporating Pilates, I think you're better off spending your time doing something else. Even if you're a woman that wants to build muscle at the gym, like doing an extra hour of Pilates class, I think you'd be better off spending your time doing something else. If you like it, then do it. But if you like it, do it 100%. But I think the goal of Pilates at the end of the day is developing a functional body, strong core, increase mobility, and you can increase the mobility doing specific mobility work, only 5-10 minutes per day. Your core is going to get strong by doing normal workouts, and you're going to build functional strength by doing exercises. So Pilates, it's not like something that I would add to my workout, because I don't see that has really added benefits to what I'm already doing. That felt good too. Questions. question. Oh, okay, this is a little long. I want to start calisthenics, but every time I try to start, I get demotivated because I cannot even do one sit-up. Wow, you're very weak. That's okay. That's okay. You know, that's where you're at right now. But I honestly cannot imagine if you're not able to do even one sit-up. Maybe you are overweight. Let's see the picture. You don't look overweight. How the fuck you cannot do one sit-up? Now, sit-up is like when you're laying on the ground and you're just lifting your shoulders up, right? So just do plank. Easier exercise, but I don't know, because you're telling me you cannot do even one sit-up. For me right now, I'm imagining someone who has a very low level of strength, very, very super low, and it lacks basic fitness level. So probably if body weight exercises feel super impossible and hard for you, probably it's best that you just do some cardio, some type of cardio to really develop strength at very low intensity. And I mean, I really keep thinking that you are overweight, because usually for overweight people, it's normal that calisthenics feels a lot harder, even easy exercises. But you don't look overweight though. So I don't know. It feels, I don't know, man. Like so far I haven't had clients that cannot do one sit-up. Sorry, I guess I cannot help as of right now. So going back to the time question, this continue, because I feel like I never have time to exercise and I am always tired. So that's a very, very, very good point. We have 13 seconds, so I'm going to address the point after the last set. So 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. Okay. Oh, no, we didn't like that one. So if you don't have time and you don't have, well, so you have time, we need to eliminate the time objection that you have towards training, because you make time. Okay, so if training is going to be your priority, if you want to live a fitter lifestyle, you want to look more you want to look better, so you're more confident and proud of your physique and your strength level, you need to make the time. You know, like, I don't have time, it just doesn't exist. Okay, if you really don't have time, because I don't know, but it's just impossible. You know, like, you have time, you make the time. If fitness needs to be a priority, you just make the time. Okay, just you are limiting yourself just by saying you don't have time, because you are the only one that can make time for it. Okay, whether it's 10, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, you can do it. You just need to start prioritizing fitness and make time for it. It's okay if it takes some time. If it's okay if it kind of feels difficult, because perhaps you do have a very busy lifestyle and it's difficult to fit it in. But eventually, if you start moving things around, you can do it. You know, the best example of this is parents. I feel like parents have the perfect excuse, and they definitely feel they do. I had a kid, had a child, but you know how many parents I've seen on the seaside walk going for a run with a baby pushchair, okay? So they bring their baby with them to run because they make fitness a priority. Okay, so that's a very important point. You know, do not think that you don't have time because you have time. I'm not God. I cannot give you more time. I can't tell you how to get results. You are the only person that can make time. And the other thing is being tired. Okay, so this is going to be quick. I'm going to tell you that if you feel tired, okay, you shouldn't be kind of thinking, I feel tired. If I work out, I'm not going to have the energy, or I'm going to feeling even more tired. It's actually the opposite. You are tired and low in energies because you don't have good and healthy habits. Like everyone, and I'm sure you experience this as well, that is not very active, is kind of sedentary and feel like this. The day that decides to do a workout, they feel better. They don't feel more tired after the workout. Or perhaps they do, but the great feeling that you get from a workout, it just makes you feel better and more energetic. Okay, so the reason why you're tired is because you don't work out and not the other way around. Actually, we did already 4 sets, so we end it with pull-ups. 10, 10, 12, 10 we did last week. Let's try and give it 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. It does feel like I can do 11 for all sets. Okay. Let's see what else I want to start. I answered them all. Cool. I answered them all. So guys, for the one that ask the questions during this live, thank you very much. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, so keep it coming, drop amazing questions, and hopefully I'm giving you amazing answers, at least entertaining ones. All right, let's see if there is something in the chat box, since we still have time. I'm thinking about eating honey, but I've been vegan for years now. What are your thoughts? Look, what are my thoughts, man? Aaron, and I'm kind of getting upset with you because I am pretty sure, maybe it's another Aaron, but I think the double A in the beginning, something that reminds me that you have been around for a long time. Like how you in my account, I mean, like, why would you go back to abusing animals, right? It's like, yeah, well, why would you go back to abusing animals? I don't understand. So when you're vegan, right, you need to start moving away as much as possible from the normality of abusing animals. From not buying bacon because you're pushing pigs into gas chambers, to not killing mosquitoes because it's just 1 or 2 mosquitoes in your house, and if you just do that, it's going to go away. Don't kill flies, just open the window and do like that with a towel and it's going to go away. Okay, don't kill the ants. Instead of killing the ants, you put some sugar outside of your house and all the ants are going to go there to the sugar. And honey, like just Google, right? Earthling ads, why vegans don't eat honey, and I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't be eating honey if you are against animal abuse. But again, it's not about the practices, you know, like the concept of veganism being against animal abuse is stop viewing animals as a resource. Right? So honey is not honey. Honey is the abuse of some animals to get a product out of them to benefit you for an unnecessary reason. So why the fuck you thinking about eating honey, bro? Like, fuck. Ah. Oh, I think I've done 12 instead of 11, I'm not sure. But I'm going to write 11 anyway. What else is going on? Remember to like, subscribe and everything. Sin Vegan says people can always make time, exactly. Time is an excuse that you should be not ashamed, but you should recognize that it's really an excuse that you cannot give to something else. You know, when you say I don't have time to do this important thing, right, very important thing, and you don't have time, you're just showing that it's not a priority for you, because everyone has got 24 hours. I thought vegans were weak. Yeah, man, I'm tired. I am indeed tired. But we are almost at the end. One minute 30. So it's difficult to scroll the chat. I think there is nothing happening in terms of question, actually. Thinking of incorporating Pilates, we already talked about this. So if there is, hi, I'm vegan 8 years, but sometimes I get dizzy after a workout. Have you ever experienced that? Absolutely. All the time. You know, I think, obviously, like feeling good, having good energy levels, it's important. But I think sometimes people forget that workout is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to drain your energy. It's actually, if you work out to progress, you actually need to get to failure. You need to get to the point where you are, you know, getting your body to its limits. So it's normal that you're feeling tired, even dizzy. Just after the workout, it can make sense that, you know, you just want to sit on a sofa for a few minutes and chill. I do it all the time. Like after workout, I want to chill. This is actually one of the reasons why I don't do mobility after my workout. I like to do my mobility work before. Also for this reason, there is also a benefit reason why I do the mobility before my workout. But mainly it's because after my workout, after my first set, all I want to do is chill. You know, just workout is finished. Now I can rest a little. Okay? All right. Can we do another 11? Yes, we can. But I have a feeling that I cannot do 11 for the last set. So, oh shit! Don't tell me. Is it almost 12? Oh, it is. I have a call at 12. So guys, I need to leave. Thanks for watching. And I'm tired. So make sure you like, subscribe, and if you want to participate live, come to my Instagram, Stefano Vegan Calisthenics. You can turn on the notification of my live. It's always going to be a Q&A session. Okay, so no questions, no podcast. And please leave some comments. What have you learned? Do you have any extra questions on the things that we talked about today? And if you want help with your fitness goals to build muscle as a vegan man and you want to do it with calisthenics, just drop me a DM saying CaliVegan and we'll have a conversation. Stay strong for the animals.